So, are you hearing me or no?
We can hear you.
Okay, good.
So Dr. Cindy Cork did something. McKenna, come here. We say hi to Dr. Cindy up in Alaska. Come say hi to Dr. Cindy in Alaska. Bye. She's going to pick up her brother.
Where is she?
So I want you guys to hear the most amazing thing. So we talk about Dr. Cindy all the time. I met Dr. Cindy, and she's an eye doctor. She'll tell you about who she is. I met her first in Orlando. We've had some association. McKenna and I were doing a Facebook Live, and my daughter is a no-take prisoner. She has no excuses like you guys do, like I do. She just doesn't. She just doesn't. I don't know why. She gets a lot of work. I mean, you know, when you're in school, you have like 8 subjects a day. You know how hard those kids work? I don't work nearly that hard. Like, Mom, why did you do it?
Hard.
I don't have to, because I don't have to. Nobody grades me. So, and you know how much I charge for coaching? Well, McKenna turned to me. She was offering my rant calls for $1,000 an hour. And she said, Mom, how much would you charge for a year? And I said, oh, 12. How about 2 rant calls a month? And I said, I don't know. She said, well, I'm going to do it for 8, which is ridiculous. And Dr. Cindy Cork, who I've been training with me, just jumped on this crazy, wonderful offer. And so I talked to her.
Well, I'm really not to.
Well, so tell everybody about our work together, because we're doing a lot of in-depth one-on-ones.
Yes. Well, all I can say is she kicks my butt like no one else has.
Well, can you imagine me run for an hour? And so what's happened since we've started? Just give me a couple of things that have transpired.
So what have transpired since we started, I actually got serious about coming up with a plan for moving. Because as Forbes told you, I live in Alaska, but I'm originally from Jamaica. And so why I'm living in Alaska, that's a whole nother story in and of itself. I hate it. And I'm moving. So I have made a definite plan and actually went as far as looking at properties in a nice, warm, tropical place that I want to move to, and downloaded all those pictures and made myself a virtual vision board that I can look at every day to push me forward to reaching that goal before the end of this year.
It's been pretty amazing. It's like pushing a boulder uphill.
Yes.
All right, so guys.
I know she's been very frustrated with me.
Well, because it's the only way that, because one of the things that we get into next, obviously we're on a diet course, but it's also for happiness. She has no idea what we're doing here. But sometimes if you don't make somebody uncomfortable enough, they won't change. Mm-hmm. And most of you don't need someone to love you more. You need someone to kick your ass. Yes. And in Cindy's case, no, it's true. And
it's
if
true.
So often we'll do things because we're afraid of disappointing somebody. Well, if I'm always kicking your ass, you can't, it's great. Cindy actually created all these things just to show up today to do that. Kind of like, and I tried to explain to her what we're doing. So Cindy, you look really good today, by the way. Very rested. Hello, Penny. You need to smile.
Sorry.
Having internet issues. Say hi to Dr. Cindy Cork, all the way up in Alaska. So if you think you're cold, whatever.
Now you actually might be colder than I am because it's been very warm here, unseasonably warm.
Yes, but you don't have a Walmart anywhere near you. You're in the middle of Alaska.
No, that's true. I have my heater on right behind me.
I got it. Hey, I know. Well, so Cindy, do me a favor. My other Cindy, will you tell Dr. Cork how just what EAT program is like if you had to do a 30,000-foot view, because she has no idea.
The EAT program is a program where you actually get control of your own control of what you eat and your desires, what you want to eat, and be healthy. You do have to document every day what you eat, regardless, it's you bite it, you write it. So whatever you eat, you write it down. And it's been a great experience because it's teaching me to eat healthy, to make better choices, just an overall improve my life. And some of the exercises within the EAT journal have been, I've had revelations with them, with going back and really concentrating on what I've done in my past, my childhood, just exercises to make you think, make you look at what you have done in the past, what's happened to you in the past, what's eating you, what you're eating, what's eating you. And I'll tell you, it's just been an absolute great experience. I love the program. I love being in control of what I want to eat. Sometimes it's a challenge because I might go out to dinner and try to find something on a menu that necessarily is good for me. And other people are eating all this other food, all these desserts, and trying to entice you and push the dessert toward you. And I've learned to push them back, push them right back across the table. So the Eat Journal to me has been just a way for me to control my life and control what I'm eating and eating healthy. And I don't want to forget the spin gym. Okay. Yes, we do spin gyms every day.
It is like our,
Yeah, so we do spin gym, and I'm getting healthy with that as well. My arms are getting a little bit thinner, which is great. And I absolutely love, I like that one. That's really cool. So really that's what it is it's helped me take control with Forbes and the rest of the group. The group has been absolutely awesome. We've met every night, pretty much every night. And even when we didn't meet, I think this is on the forefront. This journal is right in the forefront and in your hand all the time. So.
And everybody here has lost weight. I don't want to spend too much time going through the testimonials, but I got to tell you, you know what? I love how succinct you guys are getting. Because imagine this, as we're creating this program online, somebody said they sign up because they want to lose weight. That's obviously okay, great. They go through the program, and what happens is, I remember I told you on week 4, I'm watching it on all of your faces, but then you go, wait a second, everybody also not only wants to lose weight, but they want to what? They want to make money. And so now, like Sally is doing, all these people coming here, because when you look good, people ask you what you're doing. But now you all of a sudden get to go, wait a second, I could run one of these and financially benefit. Not a full-time, I'm trying to put this together. I've never had this option before. I've had personal trainers and, people in person, but knowing what you guys know after 6 weeks of this with me, you got a pretty good handle on this. So I'm excited to see how you guys then get to run a class. And we'll just give you, because we've had 150 people sign up since we started.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I know. It's been very powerful. And I've never had that before. This is all very exciting. And the next part of this is one of the things that we offer at Force Factor is to do what we did on Kajabi for whatever it is that you want. So Cindy, one of the things, we talk about your course or your newsletter. You can do this online, and I'm going to do this coaching because I was up at 5 o'clock this morning. I built a course this morning. I'm loving this. It is a very powerful platform to get out whatever it is that you love to do out to the world. I am blown away by how excited I am by this concept. And it's funny, the guys who created this are 2 friends of mine. I'm going to fight very hard to be the spokesperson for the entire company. But when they first came up with it 10 years ago, I kept going, what's a Kajabi? What are you doing? And there was no reason for it. But now it's finally come to a point where, and I don't think you can do it on your own. I think you need some coaching. If it wasn't for, I wouldn't have gotten through it on my own. So it's been kind of interesting. So anyone with an expertise, you can do an iridology coach. I think there's something really, really amazing here. So on many levels, we're experiencing all this. Let's go through real quick. I added some videos tonight. Let's go through
the course.
Yeah.
And Cindy, for you being in 4%, the Kajabi is get response, click funnels, and everything else wrapped up in one.
But don't sign up just yet because we're going to do that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I'm loving the whole platform. We have indulged ourselves for the last 10 weeks now. You've sent 431 emails, and that many subscribers is good for us. All right. So we are now week 5, day 1. So they're seeing your screen?
Not yet.
Okay. What's your favorite letter in alphabet soup? Okay. Wow, your desktop's starting to look like mine. All right, so take a listen to, can I go full screen? as we venture into week number 5, I want to take just a quick second and talk about recipes. You know, I have in here a healthy vegetable soup. I'm not a big cooker. I married a chef, makes my life a lot easier, but I'm a good eater. So one of the problems that I had growing up was I didn't really like vegetables, maybe because they were usually boiled or in a TV dinner or didn't look like a real vegetable. I've discovered the best way to get vegetables into my body and into my children is called stealth health. Yeah, there's 2 things I love to do. One is the vegetable soup. In a soup, I don't really notice all the vegetables. You kind of cover it up with a great base and some chicken, and it tastes just wonderful. Also, you make smoothies. You know, you can stick all kinds of vegetables in your smoothie. Kale, broccoli, spinach. You put an apple or a grape or an orange in there, you never taste it. So I'm a big fan of stealth health. And in fact, I then have this little Forbes fit in fun little word game, just to remind you of all the different vegetables out there. There's so many of them. Vegetables really contain nutrition. They're full of fiber. There's so many reasons to get them into your diet. At this point in your eating plan, I want you to get a little serious and say, you know, I really need to get serious about putting in good food, good nutrition. Where do I find it? What does it look like? Start to read the labels. Get serious. We've been together now. It's the start of the 5th week. And of course, I can't look at this picture and not smile from the bottom of my heart. That man is Jack LaLanne. That is my twins. I met them when they were little teeny babies. I love the smiles on their face. This man set a path for so many. He said a great quote, if man made it, don't eat. Well, he also said, I can't die, it would ruin my reputation. Sadly, he did. Unfortunately, he was as human as the rest of us. You know what? He stopped eating sugar at age 14. I knew him for 8 years of my life. And a funny thing, he never made fun of anyone. He never said, oh, you can't eat that. Don't do that. But whenever you were around him, and I watched this on many, many a TV set, people who were going to grab a donut with a coffee or a diet soda, put it behind their back. He had an essence of truth about him. We all know what's good and bad for us. This book has helped to uncover some of the truths about you, to bring up some of your positives, push some aside some of your negatives. Start eating good food. It really is the whole foundation of everything that you do every day. Okay, page 97. Oh, I like this. This is one of my favorites. I'm going to start this whole week off with a couple of my favorite phrases. Dare to risk. What kind of reaction did you just have? Oh, I don't do that. Or maybe I do that all the time. Risk is defined as doing something outside of the box. Maybe not outside of everybody's box, just outside of your box. If you're very conservative, sometimes a little bit goes a long way. If you're already adventurous, well, you got a big task in front of you. But for this page, I want to imagine stepping outside of your personal comfort zone. Maybe it's speaking in public. That scares so many people. Maybe it's volunteering in a nursing home. Do old people kind of freak you out? Or maybe just volunteering, you don't have enough time. Dare to risk a little bit. Maybe it's eating dinner alone at a restaurant. One of my challenges years ago was take yourself out on a date. You feel comfortable being alone? How does that resonate with you? Some people it's just fine. Some people it terrifies them. If you're the terrified one, do it. Do something that makes your palms sweaty. Maybe it's quitting a job that you hate. See, that wouldn't be a risk. I couldn't imagine living with myself otherwise. Or maybe it's leaving a destructive relationship. Dare to risk. Right now, what I want you to do, grab your pen, is I want you to push your personal limits. I want you to describe a risk that you can imagine tackling, but that would still make you feel a little uncomfortable. That's what this space is for. A risk that gets your heart pumping, your hands sweating, and is worth daring to do. What is that for you? Okay, now you're probably saying, all right, so Forbes, what is it for you? I knew you were going to ask that. Oh, gosh. All right. You may not realize this about me, but I'm a little shy. I know people look at me going, really? I'm not shy right now. When I'm doing what I love, I'm very comfortable. But I'll go to parties, I'll go to social situations, and I get very uncomfortable. Something that was always very, very hard for me, which is maybe why my career is not Sandra Bullock and Julie Roberts as an actress. Because I had a hard time talking to agents and managers. Or really, I would just kind of freak out. So for me, a risk at this point would be to approach a manager and secure an agent or one of that really is important, that's someone hard for me to get to, hard for me to talk to. Now you're going, am I going to achieve it? Well, back at you. Dare to risk. And finally at the bottom, do you laugh enough? No, seriously, do you laugh? One of my favorite movies is Willy Wonka. There's a moment where the boy in the movie and his grandfather laugh They actually had too many bubbles. They find if they laugh, that's what gets them out of this situation. Laughing is one of those things. You can't deny how good it feels. Find something that makes you smile. Laugh today. Go rent a movie. Find somebody that makes you laugh. Watch a comedy routine, but laugh. That physical desire to go, I'm laughing because you're laughing at me right now, aren't you? But I'll tell you what, it's also good for your tummy muscles. Enjoy it. I'm laughing. I'm having a good time. I'm leaving. I'm going to go I'm out of here. Personal limits. I want you to describe a risk that you can imagine tackling. So, all right. So then, isn't that fun?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's your favorite letter in alphabet soup? I'm going to let you guys keep watching because I'm excited about this. Wow, you guys all think the way I do. Yeah. Everyone else thinks I'm crazy just for juicing. Everyone thinks Jack's crazy. Jack's still trying to get his message out, and people think he's crazy. It's very, very hard to shift. I think the Matrix people, in the Matrix, you don't want to shift, but once you see the truth, and I so believe that juicing, raw foods, a healthy diet, a healthy mental attitude is the truth. It is why we're here. Go back to the caveman diet. They ate what was available. I think what shifted for us was the Industrial Revolution. And people making money, big business guys. Hey, we can box cereal and sell it in stays. We can put milk in a carton. And the more they did this, the more we got away from the truth. And the most beautiful story that I ever heard about the truth or where we came from was told at my wedding. The guy who married us said this couple had a 3-year-old son, and they just brought home their newborn baby girl. And they stood at the door as the little brother walked in to greet his sister. He leans over to the crib and he says, "Psst, can you tell me about God? I'm starting to forget." And so when I think about where we've come from and the essence of who we are and how we should eat, and it's so logical. Eat what grows, grow it in great soil, drink things that are natural. And is the word processed and pasteurized, homogenized, radiated? Why do we do this to ourselves? And what scares me most is I have more and more young friends who are women in their 40s who are stressed out from work, who are chain smoking, coffee drinking, Diet Coke, maybe salad eating. I've lost 3 friends last year. I lost a 60-year-old friend a couple of days ago with a heart attack. You know, there's a phrase, I'm sure you've never heard it before. You are what you eat. If you think about it, how can you eat anything less than the best organic, raw type food? And now I'm going to feel so guilty next time I want a cup of coffee. So that is, in fact, a movie that I ended up doing at the same place that Tony Robbins created his health institute, where you actually went raw for 30 days. It was kind of interesting. And then as you're going through this on your own, imagine that you're doing that. You're obviously on day 1, week 5. Then I thought, as we all like to spin gym, I put this in here. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. So how are we doing so far? Is this interesting and a little different from what you've had so far?
It's good.
All right, well, I guess I'll ask you at the end when I can see your faces. So check this out. If you haven't seen it, go get your spin gym right now. Because right now you just need to be kicked a little bit in the booty and go get your spin gym. The entire song, I want to hear you guys spin gymming. In fact, that's what I'm going to write in here. And shake it up with your spin gym. Okay, so go grab your spin gym and let's work out with force. Just see if you can, if you can keep up. Because I don't know if I can anymore. So you're not going to get to watch me. I can't watch you guys. I'm closing my eyes. Here we go. All right, so who lasted? How'd you guys do? That's tough.
Good.
Good. All right, let me just save that. I will tell you, that was one of the most insane workouts I've ever done, and I did it in public, and I couldn't stop. The fear factor of looking stupid. Hold on, go back, everybody. So, Cindy, did you take out your spin gym? Come on, seriously. Miss
No.
Cindy Court. No, really? Where is it?
In the other room. Somewhere.
So, and she wonders why I kick her ass. Look at all
Yes.
look at everybody smiling. Yeah. So what are you? Oh. All right. So I don't have a whole lot else to say tonight. You guys are on track. Tomorrow. This week is a crazy week for us. We're doing Forbes Factor live in studio. I know they're coming. I am a little out of my head because there's a lot going on, a lot of moving parts. Very exciting. We're doing a documentary that is coming in to shoot that. I've got Tony Robbins, best New York Times selling writer, coming in. We're having our big party Thursday night. Our VIP party is at a beautiful 5,000 square foot beach house on the water. Thank you. So I'm excited. What I'd like to hear right now is I'd like to hear a win, something that you're very proud of this week, and something that you know you want to work on. Sally, go first.
Well, I've lost another 1.5 pounds, so I was happy with that this week. I've got a couple of friends coming over on Wednesday, and we're going to plan our meals and talk about getting healthy. And we're going to try to meet once a week on try to get a little Zoom thing going on. So I've got that going.
And you look amazing.
Thank you.
What's the second thing I asked? I asked for one win and one obstacle you need some help with overcoming.
I think eating, I think I still have problems with the sugar and craving the chocolate and when I see it. And so I think
Okay, so stop for a second. Is it, again, I'm not big about the whole craving sugar is like, I'd like to go for a walk to New York. It's way too big a concept. You can't eat an elephant except one bite at a time. Okay, Miss Sally?
Yep.
Do you like chocolate?
Yes.
What kind of chocolate?
Any kind.
Like
Milk
fudge?
chocolate.
Do you like fudge?
Yes.
Or cake, which would be your bigger downfall?
Which would be my bigger downfall? If you had fudge, I'd be eating the fudge.
So may I do something with you?
Sure.
All right, so are you in a comfortable place? Uncross your legs. And I want you and only you to close your eyes. And would it be okay if we make a radical shift in some behavior? Would you be okay with that? I have your permission to do that, yes?
Okay. Yes.
So take your glasses off for a second and close your eyes.
Okay.
Let's just try something for the heck of it.
Okay.
So I want to see how, and I know that you're an imaginative, creative, beautiful person. I can tell by your house. Keep your eyes closed, even if you want to smile. Take a big breath in and out. And everything that I talk about, you're just going to use your imagination to picture it as big as you possibly can. And so have you ever owned an animal of any kind?
Yes.
Yeah, what kind of animal?
I have 3 cats.
3 cats. No dogs?
No.
You know, the funny thing about cats is they take tiny little poops, but they take them everywhere, right? They're kind of like pellets. Yeah. So keep your eyes. You know what is a cat, when a cat poops in the wrong place, what does it smell like?
Not fun.
I'm sorry, I don't know what not fun is. What does it smell like?
Sour. I don't.
It smells sour. Is it kind of brown? Or black? Or what is a cat? Yeah. Describe your favorite cat's poop for me. No, keep your eyes closed because I need you to get in your head.
I don't know. I would say smelly, not good, not fun.
So now I would like you to put your left hand up and I would like you to put that little cat poop in your hand because you just picked it up.
Okay.
I'd like to move it close to your nose and I'd like you to describe what kind of smell you're smelling. Oh, and by the way, he had a little tummy ache the other day and it's kind of runny. It's a little bit of like that runny kind of diarrhea thing. It just goes, oh my God. And you got to clean it up because it's on your favorite carpet. Maybe it's on your couch. But tell me, what does it smell like?
Stench, garbage.
Yeah, why are you still smiling? Because if I had to clean it up and it was running down my hand, I wouldn't want to even be touching it, but you seem to be
I've cleaned up worse.
What's been worse that you cleaned up?
Human poop.
Yeah, I had my little babies. They would poop in our hands. I got to tell you, if their tummy is nasty, it tastes putrid. It tastes just like absolute. I mean, I've smelled dog shit, and I got to tell you, there's times that aroma would hurt my eyebrows. You just go, oh my God, this is, and you're picking it up and it's brown and it's mushy and it's just, oh my God. Can you just imagine, like, you walk past you see a dog park and you see a pile of dog shit. It's just like, oh God. Can you just imagine that for me? What does that smell like?
I don't know, putrid, make your stomach turn.
Can you imagine smelling that for me? Keep your hand up. And I want you to, in your mind, look at your hand because it's sitting in your hand.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay to be disgusted because everybody else is completely disgusted on this call right now. It's disgusting. I mean, it just makes your stomach turn. You're like, oh my God, I can't, and I'm touching it. Oh God, that's ridiculous. Now I want you to drop that. Squeeze your eyes really, really, really tight as hard as you can, and you can't open them even if you wanted to. You want to try and open your eyes, but you cannot simply open them. Oh my God, okay, so just relax for a second, but keep your eyes closed. Now you walk into one of your favorite shops to buy a piece of fudge. What's that kind of a shop? Where do you go?
I don't know, probably just a grocery store.
You're in the grocery store and you see this and something triggers and you see this pile of brown fudge.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would like you to imagine, pick your left hand up again the way you had it. And I'd like you to put the hand, yeah. And so you're looking at the fudge, what you think is the fudge. You'll go to pick up the fudge and it starts to smell like dog shit.
Jeez.
I mean, no, what really? You're looking at this pile of brown, smushy thing and it's like, that smells so bad. As you're holding it in your hand, your brain's going, but I like fudge. Your other brain's going, no, we do not eat dog shit because it's disgusting. And yet you're still holding it in your hand. I would wipe your hand on something because it's kind of nasty. The fudge just smells like dog shit to you. And I'm serious. Every time you look at this and you walk past that, you have this moment where I think your stomach's going to turn and you're like, oh man, oh, really? Runny dog shit is the worst smell I've ever smelled, and it looks just like chocolate fudge. Oh, God. Open your eyes for a second. Do you smell popcorn in your house anywhere? No popcorn? Okay, close your eyes for a second. Close your eyes. I want to put both your hands together. If you would, kind of clasp your hands. And I want you to say to yourself that it's okay to imagine next time you see a pile of brown, what you thought was fudge, it really isn't. And that tasting in your mouth would cause your glands to that gag reflex. Now, I know for sure looking at Pat's face, the next time that she sees a piece of fudge or chocolate cake, she's going to actually throw up.
Uh-huh.
Open your eyes and look at Pat's face. I've never seen somebody look so disgusted about something.
There you are.
So, Pat, if I said I had a piece of fudge right now and I'd like to give it to you, what's your reaction?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Cindy, do you want a piece of fudge?
Me?
No, I don't. Ever.
Sally?
No, not right now.
Mm-mm.
Well, but what it would be nice if it was not only not right now, but not ever, because you didn't have to think about it. Because every time I walk past the bakery and somebody says the chocolate thing looks good, all I ever see is dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know in my heart how bad chocolate's what, but how bad sugar is in that quantity
Mm-hmm.
for your arteries, for your heart. Sugar causes cancer. We all know this. When you pack it into a thing like that, spikes your blood sugar, messes with your brain, it causes you to want more of it. It's the most addictive thing on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And it smells like dog shit, but you still want it. That's weird. You're a weird girl. I gotta tell you, I have not eaten chocolate. I can't possibly, because all I see in my mind is dog shit. And if you touch it, it actually makes you want to throw up. Who has a birthday coming up and wants cake? No. Imagine being my kid. Yeah.
Not chocolate.
All right.
Okay, Bill, do you want a piece of chocolate fudge?
Not right now, thank you.
So a funny thing happens in your brain, and this is really important for you guys to know, is that your brain has no sense of humor. If you really buy into the fact that chocolate fudge looks like you will not, you don't need it. It's you don't want it anyway, and now you don't fight with yourself. You go, that's disgusting. And if somebody tries to hand you it, you're like, I'm good.
Right.
I had a gentleman the other night. I said I had never had beer. And the whole thing was, hey, well, you have to try it. You have to try it. It's like, no, you don't understand. I'm not going to drink the piss out of the urinal either. I didn't say that to him, but that's my, oh my God, it looks the same. I don't need to start doing that. And I don't need to acquiesce. I don't need anybody's permission to say, no, thank you, I'm good.
Mhm.
And then at some point after the third time, I look at them and go, what are you doing? I don't think I actually want to be at the same, I don't need to be around you because that's not what a person who loved me or cared about me would actually do.
So in seriousness, no, I'm not. The journal has helped me avoid, make conscious decisions not to eat sugar. And so, yes, I've had a couple of cookies, but no, the pies and the cakes, they're out.
Well, here's what's funny. You guys think it's
And the
about,
fudge.
well, try eating that. I did this to a girl on a cruise and I got her really, really upset. She's like, I don't want to eat anything. I know, well, I gave me permission. The funny thing is, it's how you frame it prior to meeting this program. I was standing at Starbucks and you know those little round pink lollipop things, and this very large young girl said, oh my God, that looks so good. And I think, I don't need art off somebody's wall. It was actually very pretty, but to eat it was so disgusting. It's so stupid and so nasty that I couldn't, and I'm looking at her and she's like, it looks so good. And I'm like, in your mind. And then I look at your body and the agreements that you've made that looks good to you. I don't know, I look at some carrots and hummus now, because I was on a raw diet for a while, and I got to tell you, by the time we got to eat some hummus, I was like, oh my God, that's, actually the other thing they did, the big dessert was a little bit of cinnamon on fresh apple, like applesauce, because we'd gone raw for like 5 days. I'm like, oh God, nirvana. So if you dull your taste buds with stupid crap, that's what they want. Walk around the grocery store, go to a buffet, see what unconscious people eat. They just do. It's just habit. And I will tell you, it's a nasty, addictive thing that just, it eats away at your artery. It does terrible things, but you don't want to hear that. All you want to hear is dog shit. Runny, smelly, right out of his ass, on the floor, stuck to the hairs of his butt. You have to wipe it and clean it, and you're just like, oh my God, your eyes are running, you can't see, and your poor dog, if you don't wipe it, is going to walk on your, like rub his butt on your carpet and clean his tush that way, since they don't have toilet paper. Yeah, I'm that way with chocolate cake, but anything that looks like brownie that piled it there is just so never going to happen for me. And never going to happen for Pat. Poor Pat, look at Pat's face. And Cindy Clark is going, what the heck is this program?
Funny.
So I don't have to tell you not to eat something. I just got to tell you it smells like dog shit. Like, I'm running. You know, and that's like, you never had the diarrhea too, and it just kind of pours out your face. You're like, oh dear God, it looks just like milk chocolate. It's so horrible. Oh. Yeah, okay. On that note, have a nice night.
Oh, man.
I wait till week 5 to do that for a reason, because you never come back on week 3. But I will tell you, this technique works for everything, Miss Cindy. It's about leveraging what you know. You know how bad something smells, and you know you're not going to ever eat that. Somebody once said to me, does Jack LaLanne ever crave dessert? He hasn't had sugar since he was 14. It was 80 some odd years. And I said, it's his religion. I said, you would never want to go outside and eat dirt. And in his mind, that's what he sees sitting there. He sees dirt. No, I talked to him. It's not food. It's not edible to him. Well, he wanted a fit, healthy body that demanded he eats vegetables, and what he did. You know, you got to watch Josh. He was committed to eating. All he's eating right now, he walks around with his chicken and his broccoli and a little bit of rice, and that's all he eats 6 times a day. He's going to be in a competition in 6 weeks, and it's Oh my God.
What does he eat? Broccoli, rice.
Broccoli and rice. Now he eats rice because he works out for 2 hours a day and he needs to burn those. But it's basically chicken and a little bit of fish. There is nothing, and a little oatmeal in the morning. There's nothing else.
That's awesome.
And actually,
That's discipline. That's
have you seen him lately? You guys saw him last night, but in just a week. Now, most of us don't want that, but I will tell you, to build muscle the way he's building it, this is phenomenal. We're actually documenting it because I'm blown away by watching him. But you look at his body and 2 hours in the gym. And here's the other thing. It's not and maybe I'm going to the gym. I said this morning I was going to the gym and I didn't get there. Oops, me. It's his religion. It's what he does. It's what he wants to do. Now, you have to make a decision. How fit do you want to be? Remember that picture in the beginning of my book? You took a picture of how you are and how you want to be. Well, one of the things I have people do is sometimes color out the part of them that they don't want to see anymore. Like literally take a pen on your photo, a naked photo or close to naked, like a bikini photo, and go, wow, what does it look like if my waist goes in and not out? Create the you that you, if you're honest.
That's a great idea.
So I'm all for taking the photo of you in your bikini. One of you will share it with us. Come on, Bill.
It's probably not. Okay, you found me out.
But I'm watching this human experiment. Muscle eats fat. And it is phenomenal. I watched his back, in just 3 days, his back is leaner. I don't want to embarrass him. He's working too hard in the other room. But he got on camera last night and watched him spin gym, and it's literally the striations in his back. Like, dude, that's like 3 days of, and see, he doesn't diet because he has to. He diets because he wants to.
Right.
Wow. I never met anybody like that. Decisions I eat today, that's his diet. He's decided in 10 weeks he's going to get on stage and win a competition. What does it take to win? Champion mindset. So Sally, you've got now people looking up to you. I will tell you that when you stand in front of other people and you get to be a role model, you kick your own ass, Miss Cindy. Right. This Cindy down here. I had Cindy do an exercise tonight. And maybe I'll have you guys do that. Is there something in your life that you are letting yourself off the hook on? Something in your life you're letting yourself off the hook. Could you actually go to the gym? Could you spin gym a little harder? Could you do something just a little bit more? Remember we were kind of that agreement, I'm going to ask you to do one thing? I would like you when you hang up the phone or the...
Get a phrase. It
What?
froze.
To what? I can't hear you, Penny. Did everybody freeze on me? No, everybody's there. Penny froze.
Penny froze.
Penny froze.
Here's what I want you to do. It's an exercise I had Cindy do today. I would like you to be me. What does that mean? You get to be the coach. Cindy did a really good job. Stuff came out of Cindy's mouth today that shocked me. Because you're all doing one thing not as well as you could. And you're giving yourself a break because you're like, nobody's really watching you. Now, Cindy did it in front of me, and that's very, I'm not asking you to do this in front of me, but I'm going to ask you to sit there for about 5 or 10 minutes and put you in the chair across from you and go, Forbes. Let's have a real honest conversation about what you said you wanted to be doing and you're not doing. I actually said all week I was going to the gym. You want this amazing, beautiful body and you're not doing it. So let's get real. What's going on? Why are we, and don't ask why, but you're a liar. You're a liar. You don't have to say you want to go to the gym, but you did this morning and you didn't go. And talk to you as though you care about that person, but you're not going to let them off the hook. How would Forbes talk to you? Could you have done 10 squats today? Could you have done a walk around the block to augment what you're doing? Could you have sat on the stationary bicycle I have and they're just spin gym doing it? I didn't do any of those things because I allowed myself to get kind of stressed. And as my daughter said to me, you know what, Mom? You're an amazing coach. You're an amazing teacher. There's one thing you really need to do. And I said, what? And she said, take your own advice. So there's one thing I'm going to guarantee, go write it down, one thing that you've let yourself off the hook because you just thought, what the hell? I don't need to know what it is. And it could be that your thinking is not as sharp as it could be. Did you let yourself slide on something? Did you not get enough sleep? Did you not eat enough food? Nobody's really watching. It's fine. So why don't you play tough on you tonight? And sit there just like I did, and out loud. I did this out loud. You'd be surprised what'll come out of your mouth. Got it?
Yes.
Because I can look at all your faces and I know that there's one thing. I don't need to, I can feel it. Up the game. Okay, there's 2 for Bill. No, actually, dude, I only want 1. This is the thing. You guys are so good. You're good at beating yourself up about everything. Just find the one. But if you could kick her ass or his ass for real, what would it be? Okay, so Bill, stop farting on my camera. All right, on that note, I'm just kidding. We just want to. Hey, I was his roommate. Oh, there he goes again. What is that?
I don't know if they hear it.
They may not hear it, but I hear it.
I hear it. I hear it.
Oh, you
Okay.
do?
Yeah.
We're all pretending it's not us. I don't know. What
Yeah.
So now you got dog shit, you're farting. Sally, what kind of program is this we've got going on here?
I don't know.
I will tell you, next time, girlfriend, you look at a piece of fudge or you look at a chocolate cake, and I'm just disgusted at it right now, and you will smell this through your entire body, your brain, your hair will hurt. It stinks so bad. And it's really weird because other people standing next to you don't seem to smell it. They're idiots. Watch when somebody eats a piece of that, I'm like, oh, really? Do they know? It's like I'm wearing new clothes. They don't. That's dog shit. Oh, I don't want to do that. And then I turn around and look at their ass. And by the way, they are eating dog shit because their kind of ass is sagging, or their chin is sagging, their chin looks like crap, and they're eating dog shit. Trust me. Not that I'm being judgmental, mind you. All right, I had to leave you guys on a smile. All right, have a great night. I will try and pop in a little bit tomorrow night. I think I have something we're doing. It's going to be a crazy tough week. I get 2 of you in person. Bring your Eat Journals with you.
Yes, ma'am.
You will serve great food.
I have a question since I'm not going to be there. Are you going to do any streaming? Are you going to do any streaming during that time?
Well, now that's an interesting question.
Possibly.
I'm going to hold the option that yes, because I teach during this. There's a lot of very, very personal things that happen that I don't want recorded and I don't want seen outside of the room. I can certainly teach, and maybe we'll take 1 or 2 lessons. And Penny, I would love to do that and love to put that out to everybody. Now, I have noticed, though, I did put a challenge out to you guys to invite somebody online with us. That's what I did tonight with Cindy. I said, just come online. There's no obligation. Just see what's going on over here for a variety of reasons, to get inspired. So I'm going to ask that on, and maybe Friday we do a whole live thing. That's an interesting. Maybe I'll do a live with the class from 7 to 8 so they can experience what we're doing. Because there's liable to be somebody in the room who keeps eating dog shit and doesn't know it.
Well, I've been rounding people up. I've got a few people that are interested in the spin gym even. So, but I've been working on them for a couple days. And, I think that, definitely bringing someone on and just showing them, I even showed them my journal because I don't care, as far as I'm concerned.
Now, here's a funny thing. And I don't, in one of the videos coming up next, I have a video on how you sell a spin gym. So spin gym certification is a class that I teach because it's completely not what you think. You did not get enrolled by me showing you my journal. Nobody wants to know it's work. Nobody wants to know it's hard.
That's true.
It's why I keep getting you guys to stress the language I want you to repeat what I'm saying. I lost 12 pounds with no diet, amazing support, and I'm happier than I've ever been. You want that program. That's all. It's called icing.
Gotcha.
Nobody wants to know because this is what's fascinating. You guys have been through something. You don't even know how you did it. If you try to explain what we did, people go, what the hell are they doing? Doesn't matter. We know what we're doing, and all you ever want to buy is the outcome. My body looks better. I'm happier. I eat great food. And if you literally say what I'm saying, I lost 12 pounds, no diet, didn't go to the gym. You want that? How much would you pay? Remember, you guys, a lot of you said $1,200. 97 was a stretch. So here's the thing. Don't try to sell this to people. Enroll them in the end result, in the benefit. This is how you sell everything. Spin gym.
Right.
Spin gym, I say 6 sentences. I don't tell them who I am, what it does, why Nothing. It doesn't sell Spin Gym. Here's what I say, and it's on tape. Hey, do you want to see something cool? Yeah? Everybody says yes. If you can get a buyer to say yes, you're done. That's it. So I promise them, you want to see something cool? Give me your thumbs. Now, in certification class, which I'm going to do my first one online, I'm maybe give you guys a great rate to come in and be part of that because I've never done one online before. Done a lot of them around the country, and I'd like to not keep traveling. But I'll do this. I'll say, and you've been on a couple of them, actually since the beginning in Kansas City. So I'll say, it's funny because people sometimes do me. Me is aggressive. Me is kind of trying to be cute. That doesn't work for some of you guys, trust me. We had some, remember when Jake, want to see something cute? I'm like, do I sound like that? Yeah, they were like, well, then don't do that because you're freaking me out. You have to find your own style. And if you're a big guy talking to a little woman, don't go, hey, you want to see something cute? You remember that? And we had a woman with one arm, and he was like, I'm like, stop, let her go. And then people will not say what, I swear to God, it's 5, 6 words. So, hey, I got this Forbes Riley Spin Gym here, and I really, do you want to see something cool? Why is that so hard? Every time. Yet people just give me your thumbs. Hey, so put your thumbs out here, and I'll show you. Stop talking. Want to see something cool? Give me your thumbs. Go from 10 to 1, 3 times. Maybe take away a little stress. Take it away before they get to the other side, and they will tell you why they want to buy it. Every time. I'm selling them in the sauna, I'm in the jacuzzi, doesn't matter where I am. 6 sentences, 36 words, I don't say anything else. They do. They're like, oh my God, I could totally do this wherever I am. I could do this in the gym, I could do this, I'm sitting down on a couch, I'm on vacation. Yes, you could. How many would you like?
How many cases?
But I will tell you, it's been the hardest thing to get people to learn to not talk so much or sell so much.
She pays for dinner every time we go out by selling Spin Gyms.
It's a little game. So
I like it.
It's hilarious. She gets a wait staff. She gets the management buying Spin Gyms before our other customers before we leave the restaurant.
He thinks it's cute, my kids say. Because literally, I'll start, after dinner, something I'll be talking, and I'll notice somebody watching. I'll just kind of point out, oh, do you want to see something cool? I'm like, oh yeah. And the next thing you know, and I get them to stand up, and now 18 people are watching them in the restaurant. I know exactly what I'm doing. I haven't paid for a meal in years.
I love it. That's awesome.
I know. I need the $30 that bad, but you know what? It's the stories. And we were in Denny's. I mean, everybody. It's really fun.
In Celebration?
We were in Celebration. I'm spacing.
I don't remember, but we were there, and that's where we got the wait staff doing that.
Oh, the first time we went to, yes.
Yeah.
Because it's also engaging. It makes people smile. It gives them hope. I'm now talking about the fact that my Spin Gym is my, what's the word? My trigger. No, but it's a trigger. If you can enroll somebody into a trigger in the beginning of a funnel, you can make a lot of money without having a job. Yeah. On that note, fudge equals, say it, dog shit. Smelly, runny, diarrhea, disgusting. The piece of corn in there, there's like a little piece of green grass. It is like the vilest. And you want to go one step further, if you were with me, you'd be smelling dog shit and making you eat chocolate. And you would throw up and you'll never worry about it again. Just saying. Sally's going on. Cindy's going on.
I don't think these people are going to.
This is why we don't need a diet. We got Forbes Riley.
Conscience.
Yeah, no, and it's weird because on that note, I love you guys.
Thanks, Forbes.
Yeah.
Forbes Riley.